Sack Life Beat Depression. It's day 661, and we're back to have some fun with another martial arts for mental health lesson to wipe out depression. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here now. Anyone who's tuning in later, and even though outside it may be raining, inside we're going to keep on training, because every day forward counts. Every day that you show up for you and move forwards and make that progress counts, whether it's outdoors, indoors, whether it's high intensity or low intensity. Every step forwards is a step of progress. So we're back. We're inside because outside it looks terrible. It's just raining and gloomy and it's pretty ugly out there. So we're in here. We're on our one of our standard days. It's a Tuesday, typically a high intensity day. I'm going to gear it a little more technical today. We're going to break down some clinch striking. We'll add in some higher intensity body strikes as well, body shots in there. And we'll mix those into some combos. We'll see how it goes. We'll flow together, grow together, and see what we can get done. I want to shout out first and foremost, let's talk about the mental health tools. First one being gratitude. Gratitude going out to the first ones in today, which is Mad with Hats and Kathy. Kath 7705. That's my aunt Kathy. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you, Kath. Love you. Thank you for the family support. And also in the studio today is Lisa the Luminary, If I Can Sparkman, and XOJR, hey, Jay, an OG from the early days. Thank you guys so much for being here and for supporting the cause. You're all part of my gratitude section today. And go ahead and think about one thing that you're grateful for, because studies have shown that gratitude tool, even just asking yourself the question of what am I grateful for today, can help rewire the brain, rebalance the brain, and make it easier for us to find those silver linings and those things to look forward to every day. So go ahead and think about the thing you're grateful for today. That'll help put you in that positive mindset as we move into the lesson. Second mental health tool we're going to talk about is the progress tracking tool. Keeping track of the number of days you show up for you and move forwards. It's been 661 days of consecutive progress for me, the Sackman out here, and let me know how many days it's been for you. Because not only is this number proof of how strong you are and how many days you can overcome the debilitating effects of depression, but it also works to inspire others to do the same, to make that progress, to find that consistency, and build that forward momentum in their lives. When we look at this number, it reminds us that we're stronger than those thoughts, those lies that may come in from depression, and it also lets us know what we can look forward to. I'm looking forward to another 661 days of progress. I don't know about you, but let me know how many days it's been for you so that we can inspire each other. That being said, list tool, gratitude tool down. Now let's get into the lesson. We're going to work with visualization to gear the martial arts techniques more towards mental health. We're going to visualize that depression dummy or that anxiety dummy, whichever one you want to work on for the day. Just visualize that figure of man. You can make him look like Bob if you'd like. You can make a figure of a woman. Visualize that striking target as personified as a person, and assign it the name of that thing you want to work on. If it's anxiety, that's your anxiety dummy. If it's depression, that's your depression dummy. And we're going to knock the lies right out of their stupid faces. Also, make sure you're staying hydrated out there. Very important for physical health, for mental health, for so many things. Make sure you're drinking water, staying hydrated. And when we do exercise, make sure you're checking in on you, making sure you don't get dehydrated, making sure you don't feel nauseous, dizzy, lightheaded, or see spots. All of those things are signs of overreaching, and we want to make sure we avoid that, because our goal here is mental health, and overreaching can actually cause more anxiety and more depression. So we want to make sure we aim for that flow zone, challenge ourselves to our level for the day, given your circumstances, given your feelings today, in this present moment. I just woke up, so that's going to slightly affect me. And so I'm going to dial in my intensity for my feelings today in this present moment. That way I can make that progress every single day and not burn out. Shout out to Slayer Ken for being in here. He had said 269 days today, while yesterday was 268. Sorry about the error. No big deal, brother. As long as you're keeping track of those days and making progress, that's what's important. And Lisa said, the short amount of time we spend together every day only solidifies my strength. And that's That's what I'm saying. Day 361 for Lisa. You're almost at the year mark. It's almost a happy Sackiversary for you. When we get there, we gotta celebrate, Lisa, somehow, some way. We'll celebrate some virtual anniversary, because you're the first one, aside from myself, to make it through a full year of daily consistency. Soon. I don't want to jinx it, but 361 days, you're on your way, and that's good stuff. So thank you, Lisa, for being here. Thank you for sharing your feedback and what that number's been doing for you. It's so important that we share our experience. That way people know they're not alone, and they can find ways to grow on their terms and for themselves and the tools that work for them. So thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Ken, for sharing your progress and for helping inspire others. Now let's get into the lesson. Let's visualize that depression dummy and square up with it. We're going to use modern balanced Muay Thai stance. And today we're going to be talking about the clinch. So we're going to start by stepping in, reaching around the back side of the head of that depression dummy. We're going to reinforce with the other hand, and then we're going to drive that head down, pulling that head down, and swinging our knee up at the same time. We're swinging through the hip as we drive that knee forwards, whoosh, into the guts, whoosh, of that depression dummy, driving that head down, swinging through the hip, and extending that knee forwards into the guts. Now, a couple different knees you do here. That straight knee, we want to make sure that when we step forwards, we also slide that rear foot as far back as you can, opening up that space to generate more power, right? Whoosh, and then driving through from the hips as you pull that head down. Boom, right there. You can also clinch knee strike up to the face, up to the chin. So if you're going to do that, anchor that weight down the same, but this time you're going to swing that knee straight up, boom, and reach the head with the knee. Imagine smashing through the face of that depression dummy. To get more height on that knee, we're going to lift up on that front calf at the peak of the strike, and then back down into stance. So we're in our stance, we got our clinch locked, right? We're balanced. We're going to swing that knee up, and extend the calf at the front of that strike. I think you can't see it because of the camera angle. All right, so I'll show you from the side so we can get a little bit better. Reach in for the clinch, support with the other hand, and then we're going to swing through the hip, right? Swing through the hip and drive that knee up, boom, and to get more height, we're going to raise up on the calf muscle. See that? You got the extra height there by raising up on that calf muscle. So when the knee's up, boom, we're going to put that extra little flex in there, and that'll get us a nice head shot from the clinch with the knee. And we'll also do the same thing from southpaw stance so we can balance out our training. Reverse everything. Reach in, support, anchor that head, and drive the head down, kind of towards under the armpit, down this way. As you pull the head down, we're going to extend through the hips, right into the guts, exhaling hard as that knee goes in there, and try and stay balanced at the same time. Then we're going to do that high strike as well to the head, swinging the knee straight up and torquing the head down, lifting up on the front calf, boom, for the extra height, and ooh, I need practice from southpaw. I can feel it. The balance is totally different. And that's why we're doing this thing together. We're making that progress together, and it's beneficial for everybody involved. And I hope that you're showing up for you. That was the point of that. Show up for you first. Make that progress about you and what you can do for you. And that way we can all benefit from each other, and we can all grow together. So those are our 2 elbow strikes, our 2 knee strikes. I'm sorry, still waking up. 2 knee strikes, and then we're also going to throw in some body shots just to get a good somatic release, because the knees are going to be a little bit technical. We might not go as high intensity there, so we'll mix in some body shots. You guys are familiar with those already since you've been practicing for so long. But from Muay Thai stance, we're going to drop a fist down, locking the arm in at 90, angle for the guts, twist through the hip, and drive that fist forward. Visualize making contact with that dummy, bring it back to defend as the other one drops down, and twist through the hips and the ball of the foot, driving that second fist forwards into that depression dummy's guts as well, knocking out those lies. So that's what we got. 2 knee strikes, 2 clinch strikes from both stances, and then we're going to throw in some body shots in there. Make sure we get that somatic release by the end. Remember, challenge yourself to you. Don't overdo it. Don't overextend. Don't overwork. It's about making reasonable progress every single day, giving yourself an accomplishable goal. That way we don't burn out, and we can keep going like Ken, like Lisa, like myself, there's unlimited room for progress out here when we work smart instead of hard. And tomorrow also is Water Flow Wednesday, so we're going to have an active recovery day. It'll be low intensity. We can recover from whatever we put in today. So keep that in mind as well. And let's do this thing. We'll have the fighting spirit of the 80s coming out of our sweet retro synth boombox.
Bluetooth pairing.
To fuel our fighting spirit. And if you want to catch those tunes, you can pick them up on any streaming service. Just Google artist, sacklifeofficial.com. And feel free to stream for free and add it into your bonus round. If you don't get your full release today, you can always give yourself a bonus round after a good session. Let's get a different one going here. Let's go with that one. Go with the creepy beat today. Alright, back to stance. Visualize that opponent. We're going to get our timer going. Standard rounds. 3 rounds, 3 minutes each. 1 minute break to catch your breath and drink some water. Whoa. Almost there. Bom, bom, boom. Okay, let's do this thing. Visualize that dummy. Square up with him. We're going to start by stepping in for that clinch strike. So we're going to go right into the clinch. Step forward, grab the back of the neck, reinforce with the other hand, and now drive that head down as you swing the knee forward. Whoosh! Exhaling hard, turning through the hips a little bit, turning that front foot out just a little bit, keeping the weight on the balls of the feet, right? Knees bent. Let's drive that knee forwards again. Whoosh! Into the guts of that depression dummy. And then back to stance. Go ahead and step that rear foot back nice and far, nice and wide. Opening up that space so we can get more power out of that knee strike. And let's do it again. Torque through. Drive that knee forwards. And back to stance. Send that knee forwards and bring the foot up as close as you can to the booty. Pointing the toes to make that knee even sharper. Straight knee strike. There it is. There it is. There it is. Back to stance. Square up and get a little movement in there. We're going to switch over now into southpaw position, reversing everything. Boom. We're in southpaw. Everything is mirrored. We're going to step in for the clinch. Boom. First hand goes behind the neck. Rear hand supports. Now we're going to drive the head down on the opposite side and send that knee forwards. Let's do it. Exhale hard. Chin tuck for balance. Exhale hard as you drive through that hip. Anchor on that front foot and torque through. Sending that knee forward. Step that rear foot back. Give yourself more room to generate power. Grab the neck. Torque the neck down towards the armpit. Drive the knee forward into the guts. There it is. And back. And back. And back. And back. And back. Square up. Keep balance. Remember, keep that stance wide so you can keep yourself balanced in the clinch. Don't lose that balance and drive that knee forwards. And back. And back. And back. And back. Back to stance. Back to orthodox. Reset. Back to orthodox position. Standard position. We're going to step forwards into that clinch again. Boom. Boom. Reef support with the other hand. Drive it down and send that knee forwards. From the orthodox side. Tuck in the chin will add balance. Drive that knee in and then step back to that wide position. Sliding that rear leg back. Generate more power. Exhale hard. Drive that knee into that depression dummy's guts. Knocking those lies out. Let's go. Keep the stance wide for balance. Keep it centered. Tuck the chin. And let's go. Sink that knee in. Back to stance. And southpaw. Grab, clinch, drive the knee. Back to stance, orthodox. Grab, clinch, drive the knee. And that's the end of round one. Round two's coming up in 54 seconds, so catch your breath. Drink some water. And we're going to get into it. In round two and keep growing. Get fit with Coach Cy out there in Easton, PA. If you pass through Easton, PA, or if you're in the Easton area and you're looking for a place to continue your training, get a more of a somatic release, look up Coach Cy. That was one of the first places that I stopped on our Punch Across America tour. He's a super cool dude, and he's got a lot to offer out there, so find him. And When Roses Blossom, thank you as well for being here. Thank you for that support. We got 18 seconds. Make sure you're drinking water. Make sure you're drinking water and challenging yourself to your level. Woo. If you need the bonus round after, get it. If you don't need it, that's totally fine. This is our daily accomplishment. Now let's square up, and we're gonna get into those body shots. Remember those body? Oh no, we're not doing body shots yet. We're doing the high knee to the head of that depression dummy. So we're gonna square up. We're gonna step into clinch. The beginning is just the same, but this time, instead of driving the head down towards the armpit, we want to anchor that head straight down towards the ground. And as we pull that head straight down, we're gonna swing through the hip and send the knee straight up, boom, into the jaw, smashing through the face of that depression dummy. You can make contact with the inside of the palm of your hands here, simulate that impact, and let's do it together. 1, to the head, 2, to the head, 3, to the head. Now, to get even more height on that head strike, when you're pulling that head down and you're sending the knee up, lift up on that front calf, extend that calf strike, and then back down to balance. Extend and back. Reach up, drive that head down into the knee and extend on that front calf. Keep it nice and squared. You can slip that foot back again to add more speed, more room to increase the speed on that knee and increase the damage to the face of that depression dummy. Let's smash it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Drive that knee in. 6, 7, 8. Exhale through, tuck the chin. 9, 10. Back to stance. Square up, get those hands rolling. Get that pace going. And we're gonna step in from southpaw this time. Everything is reversed. Dominant hand up front. We're stepping in for the clinch behind the neck. Re-support with the other hand. Drive that head down. Swing that knee up on the other side. Boom. And back to stance. Square it up. Keep the feet wide enough for balance. Hold the back of that head. Chin tucked for balance. Drive the head down. Send the knee up into the face. Back to stance. Back to stance. Square up. Keep it nice and balanced. Back to stance. Lift on that front calf if you're comfortable here. Lift on that front calf to get extra height on that head strike and drive that knee in. Let's do it together. 10 strikes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back to stance. Square it up. Step in from orthodox. Grab, support, knee strike to the face. Back to stance, southpaw. Grab, support, knee strike to the face. Back to orthodox stance. Grab, support, knee to the face. Back to southpaw, boom. And that's the end of round 2. Catch your breath, drink some water. Check in on you. Shout out to Ruben Romero. Thank you for that support as well, brother. It's good to see your virtual face. We got 48 seconds. Woo! To catch our breath and drink some water. So far we covered 2 different clinch strikes, two different knee attacks from both stances, from both sides. And I'm getting quite a somatic release. I don't know about you, but we're gonna add in some body shots as well, just to make sure we really get it in there today. So, we got 20 seconds. We're gonna keep it simple. If those last couple rounds were tough to keep that balance, the body shots should be nice and easy. We're just twisting through the hip, sending that fist forward, bringing the guard back to defend the head, dropping that fist at 90 degrees, lock the elbow in, palm facing up, make that nice fist, and drive that fist forward into your visualized target. Let's go. It's go time. Square up in orthodox stance. Visualize that opponent. We're gonna step in and cover up for the first strike. We're gonna cover up and give ourselves some preload here. So cover up with that rear arm, bring it around to create the shield in front of the face. Sink a little bit on those knees, drop the fist, lock in the elbow at 90 degrees and twist through the ball of the front foot. Whoosh, sending that fist forwards into the guts of that depression dummy. Bring it back to defend the head as the other one drops down to 90 and drive through the hip. Whoosh, and hit that depression dummy where it hurts. Back to guard. Drop the other one to 90. Whoosh! and drive through that hip. Make sure you're turning through the ball of foot and the hip to get that power in. Bring it back to the head. Other one drops to 90. Whoosh, there it is. Exhale hard through. Forcing those abs to contract. Drop the other one. And back. Let's go. Make it a rhythm. Make it a pattern. You can go as slow as you want, but put that body weight behind it. Remember, you're challenging you to you. Challenging yourself to your skill level, to your energy level for today. Give yourself that challenge. We're fighting for the life that we deserve. How do we know we deserve it? It's based on what we give. So give it 100% and drive those fists in to the guts of that depression dummy. Let's go. Back to stance, square up, and let's get those clinch knees going. Step in for clinch, drive the knee into the guts. Whoos! Back to stance, square up, southpaw position now. Step in for the clinch, boom, re-support, drive the knee into the guts. There it is. Now stay in southpaw, and let's work on those gut shots, those body shots. Cover up, torque through, back, torque through, bring it back to defend. Hit them, let's go. Back to stance. Oh, stay in southpaw. Clinch, knee strike to the head. Let's go. Clinch, knee strike to the head. Boost, there it is. Square up into orthodox stance. Step in for the clinch. Knee strike to the head. Let's go. Bam, there it is. Back to stance. Square up. And let's hit them with some body shots. Go. Loose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Remember your why. Remember what you're fighting for and go. Push to your level. Whoos. Switch over to southpaw and keep them going. Whoos. 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 That is the end of round 3. I hope that you put in that effort, because that's how you guarantee yourself results. Hope that you're pushing to your level and finding room to grow as well. And I hope that you notice the difference between southpaw and orthodox. Even if we train every day, the same types of moves in orthodox position, when we switch over to southpaw, it's almost like a whole new time, like we're brand new babies out here, right? Relearning that balance, relearning that form from the opposite angle. So keep going, keep growing, keep finding room to grow and make progress, because progress is success. And congratulate yourself. Reward yourself for your daily goal accomplishment. Give yourself credit. Depression wants to put us into a victim mindset. This is the proof that you are not a victim. You are a victor, because you have conquered X amount of days of depression. So keep going, keep growing. And until next time, I'll catch you guys same exact time, same exact channel, same exact life. Sackman out. Oi.